Alright, what's up guys? Christian here from CK Wraps. So I'm going to remove this Vivid Matte Metallic Military Green from my car. It's been on for like 4 months. Drove from Florida to Toronto. It sits outside every single day. So it's never really kept inside. Did bake under the Florida sun for a little while. And we're going to peel it off. We're going to see how it goes. I don't imagine there being a lot of adhesive behind or anything left behind, but we'll see. So otherwise, I want to show you what some of the corners look like. I did wrap this car in 5 hours, so it's actually holding up great. Other than I screwed up around here a little bit, but because I was rushing it. Also, when I removed the film from the front lip, it wasn't painted, so it's polyurethane, and vinyl has a hell of a time sticking to polyurethane. It's actually, I rattle canned it just to get the paint to, the chrome to stick when it was chrome, when I did it in rose gold. This actually sticks a little bit better. Chrome seems to be a bit more picky as far as its surface. If you have polyurethane, you're gonna want to paint it, basically. You gotta get it painted. Vinyl, or the vinyl doesn't like it. Some plastics like poly leach oils, and it causes the vinyl not to stick properly or to stick too much in some cases. So we're gonna see what happens here. I have no idea what's gonna happen with that. It might come off super easy, it might not. But we're gonna get our heat gun ready because we're gonna need to add a little bit of heat. So this is unlike chrome, where we don't use any heat with chrome. So let's just peel that. That's just coming off pretty easy on the polyurethane lip. But chrome, we need to remove it cold. This should come off warm. So it tears because it's cold. The temperature in here right now is probably like 65, which is probably in Celsius around 18, 17 or so. So I'm gonna just peel this off because it's coming off pretty easily. I'm okay with it. Coming off like this. And then we're gonna remove the hood. I just got to the shop, so the hood's hot, and the bumper and the fenders. So I might not have to add any heat. All this is coming off really nice. A little strip left here, let's get it off. And that's it. After this, I'm going to do a separate video on what the carbon fiber, Vivid's interior carbon fiber looks like on the front. So as you can see with my car, I want to give you a little walk around, how dirty this thing is. I never ever wash it. So it's really bad. But everything's holding on tight. I did remove the trunk just for the hell of it. Just want to get it started. So the corners are good. Like I said, I wrapped this super quick, guys. Let's check out underneath. All right, corners are all holding on tight. Sorry if the camera's off. The entire edge on the bottom edge is holding on tight. All here is holding on tight. All right. And everywhere else, even around the sensors, it's holding on tight. I didn't even cut them out. I just pushed the film over it. I was lazy. Door handle, didn't even do the whole thing. As you can see, I just put a strip on it. I cheated. And same thing with the mirror. I cheated because my car is black. Let's check out the hood here. So that's looking mighty fine. And the fender. All right. Things look good. Nothing wrong with the vinyl. This vinyl is not going to go anywhere for a long time. I'm just tired of the color and I want to change it. And what color am I going to do? Sorry, don't judge the messiness of my trunk. This is just a car. This is a work car. So, but yeah, super dirty. Try peeling the door without any heat. It's not happening. It's much easier to do with heat. There's the mirror, came off nicely. So let's do the rest, guys, all right? All right, so let's start with the hood. Now, like I said, it's gonna be hot. So all I really wanna do is, I'm gonna try to find an edge here. And the ease of removal is going to, let me adjust the camera, sorry. So the ease of removal is going to depend on how far you wrapped under this edge. If you wrap like an inch under this edge, which I see tons of guys do, it's going to be you're going to have a hell of a time taking it off. If you wrap it the way I do, where you have like this seamless line, and I'll show you, then it comes off super easy, guys. Like, there's nothing there wrapped around the edge, just a little bit. I just peeled that up right now, that corner. There's nothing there, you see? Like, so if you have a centimeter or half an inch or whatever unit of measurement you want to go by wrapped around this edge, it's going to make it a lot more difficult to get it up and over. You're going to have to fight with it more. This is why I wrap just like that, and people judge me for it, but that no one sees under the hood. And in my opinion, the line looks a lot cleaner than wrapping a half an inch under here. It doesn't make any sense to wrap a half inch under here. Anyways, enough of my rant. Let's get this cracking here. All right. So it's gonna tear a little bit because I want it to. It's not gonna come all off on one huge sheet. It's easier if we remove it in strips. Once I get it going from the edge and off the edge, then I'm going to peel it off in larger sections. But really, you just kind of want to get it off the edge first. This is the hood, guys. This film has been baking on here. It's coming off really nice. All right, just get the small bits off. I could add heat to add a little more pliability to it. I'm not really concerned about it though. It's coming off fine. And this is probably gonna run right off. Here we go, there we go. All right, let's do another piece. I can already feel the difference from the vinyl that's cooled to the vinyl that's coming off right now, the vinyl that I've already peeled off, as far as the pliability goes. So when you're removing the vinyl, you don't want to have like that ripple effect when you hear it go. I know that's a pretty shitty sound effect, but when it sounds like it's tearing and rippling across, that's bad. You don't want the film to do that. The reason is that it's going to start loosening your paint. So we want to peel it off nice and smooth. Peeling off the vinyl smoothly is very important. I brought this car like 7 times. You know, the paint's not coming off. Just keep my fingers crossed. Not yet. So, and if you do it properly, in the right temperature, we're not going to have too much adhesive left behind. Like, I don't think this film would ever leave adhesive behind. There's not even a tiny dot of adhesive. There's my fingerprints because my hands are dirty from touching the filthy wrap. And I figured it would be easier to remove the wrap than wash my car. So, and I just want to change it. I want to go back to black. I like the black. And that's what we're doing. All right, so I'm gonna section off this vent here. Start working it this way. I wish I wrapped my car earlier because I have a nasty stone chip there. I think I was so busy when I got this car, I had to wait like 3 months just to wrap it. All right, enough of that. I'm gonna add a little bit of heat. It's just gonna come off easier. So now we see what's up with the heat. Peels off a little bit nicer, a little bit more smoothly, and also a little bit easier. Even though this is heat activated adhesive, the vinyl itself maintains its integrity a little bit better when we're peeling it off. So it's not ripping as easily. So see, when it gets to be large sections like that, it's hard to pull on. I'd say the hood is probably one of the harder sections of the entire car to remove. Let me get this going over here. So if you run some heat over the edges and soften them, you'll be able to peel them back. Just don't burn yourself with your heat gun. Wearing a glove doing this is probably not going to be great. You're going to want to feel the vinyl, and the glove's going to get stuck to it a lot more. So it might be a little bit more difficult in that sense. And if I lived in Florida still, I'd be peeling this off, just leave it in the sun for half an hour and off it comes. But we're in North America right now, up in the Great White Canada. Surprised it's not snowing yet. It's been beautiful. Actually, it's been really nice out. Alright, let's get this hood done, and I want to show you what this looks like when we're done. Say another few minutes. My goal today is to remove the wrap from the car in like an hour and a half. And like I said, the hood is the most challenging section of the car. Kind of just, it works your back because you have to lean over, and you don't want to lean on the car really because you don't want to, you don't want to dent it, you don't want to damage the paint or anything like that. So you don't really want to lean on it. So you see that I'm working it in like sections, right? If I heat it too much, the vinyl becomes too soft and it also tears. So we gotta heat it to like, we gotta warm it. When I say heat it, I mean warm it. It shouldn't be so hot that it's burning your hands. Whew, getting tired already. So the nice part about this, in perspective to, let's say, Plastidip, is that there's no overspray, there's no lingering overspray anywhere on the car. You know, I don't have to worry about overspray being deep down in the crevices or in between the door jambs, like all up in here and everything. Like more so where the door meets the fender than the other side, because the other side's easier to clean. Where the door meets the fender is going to be a lot harder to clean because it's hard to get in there, unless you take your door off. So it's nice to just peel the vinyl off and not worry about anything left over. All right, let's work a little bit more this side. I'm going to start pulling all that towards me. So let's do that. Probably go for the rest of this right now with two hands. Just going to soften up a large area. All right. Again, this is my personal car, so I can lean on it all I want to. And it has a wrap on it, so who really cares? Oh, I left 2 spots of adhesive right there for whatever reason. All right, so there's no adhesive left, just my dirty fingerprints. Let's have a look at it, all right? So, that is actually a little bit of adhesive, probably from me running like my fingers down it or something, like adding too much pressure. It comes off really easily though. And other than that, just my dirty fingerprints, all right? Came off really nicely. All right, let's get to doing the fender and the rest of the car for those who want to watch more of this. All right, let's do it. Actually, let's do the front bumper. Can't remember if I removed the lip when I wrapped the front bumper or not, so I'm not going to remove the lip. I'm just going to peel it off and I'll deal with it later. So again, depending on how far you wrapped in to areas, I'm lucky my car's black. I don't have to wrap so far in. If the car was white, I'd be wrapping a little bit deeper. You don't want the vinyl to make that sound. Yeah, if my car was white or red or whatever, I'd be wrapping in a little bit deeper. And so the process would be a little bit more challenging, but for the most part, still pretty easy. And I never get to see the black. Let's fix that up. All right, now you probably can't even see me right now. Let's adjust the camera. All right, I never get to see my car black. It's been like 4 months total that my car's been black since I got it 2 years ago. So you can see that I'm going for the bottom edge first. Let's get some of this out of the way. Might as well go for the top edge actually, because it'll be easier since I cut really close and didn't wrap much underneath or over the top edge. And then I can pull down from there. You guys can time me on this if you want. I mean, it's going to be, like I said, my guess about an hour and a half or so. But again, I also didn't wrap the mirrors fully in the door handles, so shouldn't be too bad. Maybe it'll be less than that. I'm not even going to take the door handles off, which I should, because I removed the door handles to wrap the car. I will have to take them off later to get off the rest of the wrap, but for now I just want most of it off. That way I'm not driving around with a green and black car. I don't have a lot of time right now. I just wanted to do this fun little video for you guys to show you what it's like removing a full wrap. I don't know if you've ever seen it, so. One thing I don't like doing is wrapping my own car. It's just, I don't have a lot of time. So, I'd rather spend my time doing other people's cars or doing videos. So this is kind of a perfect time to do a video. I feel more accomplished. I don't feel accomplished when I wrap my car unless I'm doing videos. Even unwrapping it. I delayed this. I postponed this for a long time. So I heated it too much there. It's all about just like feeling it. You know, you feel there's this right amount of heat that just works. It's hard to control and feel it at the same time. So you can get like an infrared heater, it'll heat up a larger area. It's not really necessary, but there's a lot of wrap shops out there will use infrared heaters to install their vinyl or remove it or whatever, post heat it, that kind of stuff. Finger. I'm going to start from the top. And work my way down because I'm pretty certain I removed the lip. I want to get most of it off. See, that's, you don't want that sound to happen. There's 2 hands here. So I want to pull it right down to the lip. Just a tiny bit of adhesive. Nothing out of the ordinary. It's not like I have to go in there with chemicals or anything like that and try to get it off. Clean that up afterwards. Anyways, most of that's off. Now I gotta do the other side. Let's finish this up quick. I'm gonna do maybe I'll just do about half the car so you can get an idea of how all this stuff comes off. This video will get a little long and redundant probably after about 30 minutes or so. Let's move it over here. All right, time for the fender. So I got a message that I gotta check. Cool. Let's do the seam here. So again, soften the edge. Oh, that was easy. This piece I should take off because I'm not going to be able to get a lot of the out of it. Again, it's my car, so I'm just going to rest it on the car. Let's get this going. The hardest part is getting it up and over the edges without ripping it. So like I said, if you tuck it in really far and deep into the edges, it makes it harder to get out of there. It's really not that bad though. Could probably open the hood, it'll be easier. I've also seen shops use a blade and cut it and score the film. To do it in smaller sections, I wouldn't recommend doing that. It's not a good idea. Don't be lazy. It's just not a good idea. So really you want to heat up the edges a lot because you want to make sure you're getting all the vinyl out of the edge. All right. So the fact that it's a little bit more pliable and softer, it means it doesn't break off in the edge. The only place that I'm noticing a little bit of adhesive left behind is just around the edges, which is common even with like Avery 3M or any other brands. So it just depends on how you're removing it. But the reason why you find it on the edges is that there's tension there. So when you're removing the film, there's a lot of tension. Let's start working this. Small piece there. When you get a small piece like that, it's like the time-consuming stuff that slows you down. Coming off really nicely though, happy with it. It's going at about the pace that I thought. Another piece stuck in here. Perfect. Let's do, I forgot about the side skirts too. I'm gonna do those too. I'm gonna leave those green for like a day. I'm lazy. All right, I'm not sure if you guys can see me anymore, so let's get the camera over here. Let's tilt it up. All right. Let's move the camera back. Cool. So I removed the taillights too, which I'm not going to do today. It's more so just to show you how the vinyl removes, and I just want to get most of it off. The section is getting pretty large, so it's hard to pull in a large section. Oh, I feel like using two hands. One hand sucks. Don't want that to happen. So what happens when it gets too cold? That's off. Some blisters. All right, I'm back. Not sure what happened. I'm not sure what happened there, but cut out. So in a moment, I'm gonna have the whole side of the car done, and the front bumper, and the hood. And it didn't take very long. Open the door. And on top of that, I haven't damaged anything, right? That's the main thing. Nothing, I haven't ripped off any paint or anything like that, and there isn't any adhesive left behind either. So usually if paint comes off of anything, it's usually the plastic pieces for whatever reason. I've noticed that, and it'll happen with any film. Like, there was an Audi? Yeah, there was an Audi here, and it had 3M satin pearl white on it, and it ripped the paint right off the front bumper. Not a lot, but a little bit. So what do you gotta do? You gotta get it painted, you know? Like, that's just how it goes sometimes. But it's the plastic areas, it's the plastic pieces, and usually on the edges of like bumpers and where fog lights are and stuff like that. The manufacturer, whoever it is, BMW, Mercedes, Hyundai, Honda, for whatever reason, they don't paint that well in those areas. So don't feel bad, and don't get too upset if it happens. It can happen. I've removed the wrap from so many times from my car, and Hyundai isn't really known for their spectacular paint jobs, from my understanding. Just get the gas cap off. Looks like I still gotta wash my car because I didn't realize the windows are disgusting. All right, so all I did here was remove the window trim just because I wrapped underneath it a little bit. It's gonna give me, let's angle the camera down, it's gonna give me some problems around the door handle. It's probably gonna leave a little bit behind, but I don't really care. So again, it's just about getting it started. And everyone's like, oh yeah, you could just rip wrap off someone's car. Not really, because you still got to get around the edge. You got to find an edge somewhere. So if everything's closed and everything's locked, you can't just go in there and, you could if you really try, but you're for sure going to damage their paint. So if the idea is to just rip the wrap off the car or completely vandalize their paint, I mean, that's a different story. Sure you could. But to just be able to take the wrap off the car nicely without being able to open the doors and the panels and stuff is pretty much impossible. You need to find an edge. Some areas you can find the edge, other areas you can't. As you can see, it's hard to work around the door handle. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lift the door handle up, kind of heat it up, and then keep it up and get the film to come around. If I can, get as much out as I can. It's doing pretty good actually. A tiny bit around the back there. Let's get this section here. Perfect. All right, now we can rock. Close. Yeah, it's supposed to go. So it might be easier to just come down the middle here and section this out this way and this way, so that I can pull off both ends a lot easier. Since I trim really close to the bottom, I don't have a lot tucked around, and the top I have access to. So it'll be easier to just kind of rip this right down the middle, if I can. Work it in each direction. Now, I'm going to come this way. Probably really boring to watch this, or satisfying to watch, I have no idea. Let's get something. I told my wife I'm taking the wrap off the car and she was like, yes, I hate this color. So, somebody's happy. I like it. It wasn't really me, but it was something to do, and show off a new color. And I don't often do matte, so I always do chrome. I don't know what my next color will be though. It's going to be something special though. It has to be something outrageous. It's been, so far my car's been gold chrome, matte red chrome, matte silver chrome, holographic chrome, rose gold chrome, and this. So it's only ever been chrome. Once you have your own car wrapped in chrome, you kind of just, I don't know, you never go back. The attention is a lot of fun. I'm not even like an attention-seeking person. When I started doing these videos, it was just more for fun and just show people how to rap. For me myself, I couldn't find any videos online. But all of a sudden, I got people on YouTube who want to watch, and that's cool. So I'll just keep making videos of this kind of stuff, and we'll go get as creative as you can. I want that to happen. It's just getting annoying pulling it with one hand all the time. Cool. So it's really not that bad, guys. Like, you know, door handle done. I'm gonna get the door handle done, and then the side skirt down here, we'll call it a wrap or an unwrap. Also, you might want to wash your car before doing this, unless you don't care about getting dirty. Mine's exceptionally dirty because I've been living in a new development for like the past 3 months, and we just moved, so we're not in a new development anymore, so I can now get a new wrap for my car and keep it clean. After all, I'm at Concept 1 Auto Salon, and these guys do detailing, so I'm going to take full advantage of that. And I'm having an issue getting this little bit right here. Perfect. Just seeing if you guys can see it. Let's go this side. All right, let's have a look at it. It's my paint. My paint is great. Oh man, black's so badass. It's gonna look really badass with those green splitters on the side there. Because I'm not doing those today. I just want to get most of it off. Have the back of the trunk, the rear bumper, and the other side to do, and we're done, guys. Like, that is it. It's literally all there is to it. All right, So you can see that with a bit of patience and the proper tool, being a heat gun, to remove a wrap is not that bad. It's pretty easy. I'm not even like, I don't even think I'm sweating really. It's still warm enough. I should be sweating if I was trying a little bit harder. But yeah, it's pretty easy. It's not a difficult thing to do, guys. So don't be too concerned and try too hard when you're removing it. It's just simple. Heat, you feel it. You're gonna feel how the vinyl feels when you're removing it. If it's elastic, you want it to be elastic. If it's too stiff and brittle, it means it's just gonna tear, or you're gonna get that ripple effect, and that's gonna loosen the paint off your car. You heard it a couple of times, just very small sections. A lot of people will remove the wrap off a whole panel like that, and that's just bad. A little small section here or there is not really a big deal. So don't even worry about that. It's gonna happen a little bit here and there if you're not adding enough heat or if it's not warm enough. Other than that, pretty basic, guys. There's no adhesive. This is my car, and that's my ring hitting my car because I don't really care. This is Vivid Vinyl Matte Metallic Military Green after about 4 months over the summer, going from Miami to Toronto as well, sitting outside in the sun every day, no adhesive. All right, super clean. These are all just fingerprints. You can see they all just kind of move around and come off. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos, hit that subscribe button. If you want to see pictures of what we've done, what we're doing and stuff like that, Instagram. Like, all I gotta say is Instagram. We do have a training workshop coming up in November. I think it's set for the 10th, 11th, and 12th. Don't quote me on that. It's on Instagram. I'm not really sure. I believe that's the date though. 10th, 11th, and 12th. There's only room for 5 people. I think a couple of spots have already been filled. If you guys want training, check it out. If you think it's gonna be worthwhile for your time, that's totally up to you. I can teach you from beginning to end. You don't have to know how to wrap at all, and it's not for everyone either. So don't get down on yourself if you don't get it right off the bat. But I can teach you from a very basic beginner level all the way up to advanced working with chrome if you want. So we're in the 3-day program. We cover, for those of you still watching, we cover beginner. I always ask everyone what their skill set is. So I kind of start people at different levels. But in the 3-day program, we go all the way from beginner to chrome. We'll actually touch chrome and use chrome on the 3rd day. So if you're interested in learning any of that stuff, it's totally worth it. I provide all the material. It's all sponsored, so you don't even have to worry about that. You even get a little vinyl wrap toolkit if that's something that you need, if you're not a shop who already has that kind of stuff. But if you're just kind of a DIY or do-it-yourself and you want to get into this industry, hit us up. Let me know, guys. Thanks, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.